So for our next segment, we're doing one of our newer short segments, which is called Beyond the Talking Points. So Nathan, what's Beyond the Talking Points?
Well, Michael, sometimes there are just talking points or so-called facts or frequently cited bullshit that political commentators or politicians are always throwing out there that if you took a half second to just do a little bit of research, a little bit of thinking, or even ask a few questions, you would realize, that's actually bullshit. Or there's actually more to it than that.
Mm-hmm.
And so we made this segment to kind of give some simple agency to people that when they hear some random BS that's floating around the internet, that they can go beyond the talking points. So, Michael, which talking point are we going beyond today?
Okay, today we are breaking down the claim that if we want to stop school shootings, we need more police in schools. Yeah. So there's a couple ways to attack this. We'll break it down into just a few simple things that you can remember to be able to argue against this claim. First of all, multiple studies on the effect of armed guards in schools have shown that their presence is actually completely unrelated to the prevention or lowering of severity of school shootings. One study, and it's just one study, so we can't anchor too much to it, but one study actually found that the death rate during shooting incidents in schools with an armed guard present was actually nearly 3 times as high as during school incidents where there was no armed guard present. So, point one, armed guards in schools don't stop or even reduce the severity of school shootings. What armed guards in schools do, often called school resource officer, is they actually harm kids and increase criminality. So students at policed schools are almost 5 times more likely to face criminal charges for quote-unquote disorderly conduct. This is conduct that may be disruptive, but doesn't rise to the level of violence. This is not assault, right? So we're talking about behavior that might be pretty normal student behavior that's slightly disruptive. But
so basically, it's a classic case of when you have a hammer, every problem looks like a nail.
Precisely. 5 times more likely to be charged with a crime of disorderly conduct if you have a police officer in school. And what we know about being charged with a crime is that once a student is in the juvenile detention system, right, they become 23% more likely to commit a crime as an adult relative to those who were not detained, right? Relative to similar crimes done by juveniles, but they didn't go into juvenile detention, right? So you're more likely to be arrested, and you're more likely, and once you become detained as a juvenile, you are more likely to commit crimes and enter and recidivize as an adult, right? And for all of these effects, you are much more likely to be in a policed school if you're a non-white student and if you're a very poor student. So overall, school resource officers don't prevent mass shootings. They increase criminality, which increases the likelihood that students will become criminals as adults. And these harms are disproportionately felt by non-white students and poor students. And if you want a more comprehensive overview of the relationship between schools and prisons, or the school-to-prison pipeline, go back to our episode from July 2020 called Zero Tolerance, Zero Success.
And that's Beyond the Talking Point.